Hello, this is Gold News Today. President Trump has launched a fresh attack on Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, calling him a dictator and saying he has done a terrible job. His latest salvo came after Zelensky, reacting to U.S.-Russia talks in Saudi Arabia, from which Kyiv was excluded, said the U.S. president was living in a disinformation space governed by Moscow. Zelensky better move fast, or he is not going to have a country left. Trump wrote in a post on Truth Social. The dictator slur quickly prompted criticism from European leaders, including German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, who said it is simply wrong and dangerous to deny President Zelensky his democratic legitimacy. German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock called the comments absurd. If you look at the real world instead of just firing off a tweet, then you know who in Europe has to live in the conditions of a dictatorship. People in Russia, people in Belarus, she told broadcaster ZDF. Swedish Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson also criticized Trump's use of the word dictator, saying Zelensky had been democratically elected, comments that were echoed by UK opposition leader Kemi Badenoch. Zelensky's 5-year term of office was due to come to an end in May 2024. However, Ukraine has been under martial law since Russia launched its full-scale invasion in February 2022, and elections are suspended. A White House official said Trump's latest post was in direct response to Zelensky's disinformation comments. "I love Ukraine," Trump wrote, "but Zelensky has done a terrible job. His country is shattered, and millions have unnecessarily died." In the meantime, the U.S. was successfully negotiating an end to the war with Russia, he said. The former Prime Minister of Ukraine, Arseniy Yatsenyuk, told the BBC that Russia was popping champagne right now in response to Trump's comments. Volodymyr Zelensky is a completely legitimate president, he said. We cannot hold elections under martial law. The war of words began with comments made by Trump on Tuesday at a news conference at Mar-a-Lago in Florida, when he blamed Ukraine for the war. Trump was asked by BBC News what his message was to Ukrainians who might feel betrayed. To which he replied, "I hear that they're upset about not having a seat. Well, they've had a seat for 3 years and a long time before that. This could have been settled very easily. You should have never started it. You could have made a deal," Trump added. Trump did not mention that President Vladimir Putin took the decision to invade Ukraine in February 2022. Then on Wednesday, Zelensky told reporters in Kyiv, "We are seeing a lot of disinformation and it's coming from Russia. With all due respect to President Donald Trump as a leader, he is living in this disinformation space." He added that he believed the United States helped Putin to break out of years of isolation. Zelensky also rejected Trump's attempts to access Ukraine's rare minerals, saying no security guarantees were offered in exchange. Trump has attempted to make an issue out of Zelensky's popularity, claiming the Ukrainian president had only a 4% approval rating. But BBC Verify reports that polling conducted this month found 57% of Ukrainians said they trusted the president. In Wednesday's explosive Truth Social post, Trump also took aim at Europe, saying the war in Ukraine is far more important to Europe than it is to us. "We have a big, beautiful ocean as a separation," he said. Europe had failed to bring peace in the region, he added. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin also spoke to reporters, saying he would meet Trump with pleasure. For its part, the EU said it would place further sanctions on Russia. The new sanctions target Russian aluminium and dozens of vessels suspected of illegally transporting oil. They would also disconnect more Russian banks from the global SWIFT payment system and ban more Russian media outlets from broadcasting in Europe.